Oh, hey. Hey, I'm Ian Crossland. Oh, drugs, love, sex. Hey guys, welcome to Drugs, Love, Sex, starring Ian Crossland and whoever else I have on. It's called Drugs, Love, Sex because it was the first thing that came to my mind when they were like, what do you want to name it? But I do love those things. I bought a bunch of these. Get one, get two so you can clink them together. It's got a unique sound.
So tonight we're going to talk about drugs, and particularly we're going to talk about THC, which is on the monitor behind me, as you can see. And I think it looks like a key. I don't know much about it, but it's really good for you. Okay, I know one thing about marijuana I know is that when you smoke it and look at the sun, but you don't focus on the sun, you just let the sun into your eyes and hit the back of them. It melts away the gooey, floaty things. That's great. On the right, we have marijuana. This is the THC molecule marijuana. So this is not marijuana. So next I want to talk about one of the most interesting drugs, ergotamine. This is the drug that they synthesized LSD from. Looks like the Starship Enterprise. Thrusters in the fucking head. Mushrooms are phenomenal. You should eat them. I'm not a doctor. It's not medical advice. Forward out your head, kind of, out your frontal lobe above it. It's like, it keeps flowing. That whole like, also I had a little too much, so you start to get that. So at what point do you delineate a drug? Sugar, a drug. Food, depends on what's in the food. Are they drugging you? If it makes you like physically ill, that's pretty good. And shit and have just incredible diarrhea. I met a guy in Peru that did it and was loving it.
According to the ancient Greeks, there were like 7 types of love. Philautia, self-love. Jeez. In a lot of ways, I guess in this regard, means like being nice to your body. Your body is an animal, and you're controlling it with your brain. But the animal has wants and needs and desires and addictions that it will relay to you. Like, give over to those urges sometimes, like peeing, especially like defecating and peeing, because your body doesn't understand if you don't give it what it needs. Eros, which is like sexual and romantic love, which kind of interesting that they conflagrate romantic and sexual, because I don't. Banging someone's way different than loving them. Ludus, playful, fun, exciting love. Wow, I haven't felt that in a while, but that's out there. Okay, the next one's pragma, and that is, you can love them from a distance and know that you're there and they're there in the world and that you're better off. Let's go to the next love, and that would be philia, the love of being part of a team. Holy fuck. That's like tribalism. Experiencing group trauma or group experience, like eating a meal together. It kind of binds your DNA. The love of humanity. Yeah, do you feel it? Yeah, agape. I want to talk about sex mainly because it's part of the title of my podcast, alternately because I love it, and tertiarily because I think I'm very good at it. So you may have heard of Kama Sutra. It's an ancient Hindu, Indian, I don't know how far back it goes, practice of slow sex, and it's awesome. And these are frogs doing it. So let's just imagine the gray frog has a penis and the white frog has a vagina. So the top looks like an overhand hump. You allow them to come around you, basically, like smooth over you, and you just kind of like stay there and get hard. So a lot of it's about working out your core. And then you allow that to happen inside of her. And it's very pleasurable for her if you don't move around a lot. It's really win-win. The third part would be, it looks like he's more smothering her, which can be really nice if you're like kind of relaxing face to face and you like each other's breath. This fourth part looks like a cross section of part 3. Except their eyes are bulging. Oh my God. I don't know what all these pictures mean, but when I looked up Kama Sutra, this is what came up. I don't know why this one's so fat. I don't even know if fat's the right word, why it's so bloated, and the other guy looks like a tortoise or like not a frog. Kind of like a brain, human brain. Oh, and here we go. So at the bottom, it is a mating ritual culminating with her laying the eggs. The one calls out the dad, or the guy, and then the girl mounts his face, which is awesome. And then he's looking around. Then he stands there while she lays eggs and hangs on a wire or something. So I hope you enjoyed my segment on Kama Sutra. I think I nailed that segment.